Okay, guys, so I just finished my first day of level 2 of the shred, and I feel pretty good about it. I was able to do everything except for the second round of the with the shoulder press and the legs. The second time after doing, my arms were really tired. So the second portion, excuse me, the other leg of that move, my arms were tired. And then also the very last set of plank, the very last minute of abs, I probably did maybe half of that. I was taking little breaks in between for the rest of the time. So that was challenging. I love it. I love this second round so far. It's my first day, and I could be incredibly excited about not doing the first round anymore. But no, I really, really like the combination moves. I really like working the arms with the legs, the way that the movements are in this second round. I don't want to say it's easier, and it could just simply seem easier because I'm in better shape than I was when I started the first round. But I really feel the challenge of it, but I really feel my body stronger at the same time. So I really enjoy this second round. I love the combination moves. I love the challenge of doing so many planks. I think that my core is going to be really strong, a lot stronger after getting done with this round. And I really think that this program is going to prepare me for the Metrics 180 program that I'm going to do after this one. So, I definitely feel physically stronger. Like I want to push myself. Like I'm enjoying that challenge. So, hooray on the moves for this second round. Absolutely. I love it. So, yeah. So my morning video later, I'll do like my 8 minute ab segments and arms and legs and stuff like that. So, okay, for now. Hey guys, my second video for the night. Tonight I want to talk about the book that I've been reading, The Dieter's Companion by Diane Hanson. And like I said, this is really a lifestyle change that I want to do. So I'm really trying to focus on each of the chapters and use them and really kind of take that message to heart and allow it to kind of transform me when it comes to this lifestyle change for my dieting and my exercise. So what the first chapter is about is kind of letting go of any past mistakes that you may have had. Any setbacks, is trying to find your obstacles and ways that you can conquer those obstacles and just kind of letting all of that past stuff go. It also talks about knowing where you are and as far as, how you feel. As far as, there are 6 different stages of change that she talks about in here. And those different stages, let me go ahead here and look it up real quick. Sorry, I did have it there in place. So the different stages of change are disinterested. That's stage 1. So you're not ready for it. You don't feel like you need to change. It's not motivating enough for you to do anything. Stage 2, she says, is considering options. So the thought's there, but maybe not. Stage 3 is almost ready to act. Stage 4 is you're actually doing it, but you've been doing it for less than 6 months. Stage 5 is progressing, where you've been doing it for 6 months or longer. And stage 6 is autopilot. So how she comes to that conclusion is, you get asked a series of questions, and those questions correlate to what stage. And I'm in the doing it stage, of course, which is accurate. So knowing where you are and if you're really prepared to take on the journey is one. And the next thing that it talks about in here is kind of like how you are. Like there are questions. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? As far as your eating habits, there are just all these little things to kind of take note of. Just kind of observing yourself for a couple of days is what it talks about. And then also, knowing numbers where you are as far as health. I did do my numbers about close to 5 months ago is when I did my numbers. I checked my cholesterol, I checked my blood pressure, I checked diabetes, I checked all of my results, which were really good. Like I said, I can't remember the exact numbers because I don't have the paper with me. But I said it in my earlier video. I think that my cholesterol was a total of like 150 something, and I had like 70 something of HDL. My triglycerides were like 52, 53, somewhere in there. My diabetes risk was 0 as far as my blood sugar was perfectly normal. My blood pressure is normal. So I did those numbers, but I wanted to kind of look at my other risk factors. They talk about like your body fat percentage. I wanted to look at and write down my measurements. I wanted to kind of see all of those other numbers. So here's what I have for that. So I did not keep track of where I was before I started the Shred in 30 program. So I am going to tell you where I was, not when I was 327, because I did not keep track of all that stuff then. But 305 was the last time I used my Spark Pupil to keep track, and so 305 is where I was August 20th. So now I'm 275, so that's a 35-pound difference. I've lost a total of 19.5 inches since August 20th. As far as my BMI, it's gone from 46.5 to 41.9, so that is a 4.6 point drop. And still, of course, is incredibly high. I want to have pretty much everything that I have here still. So as far as the hip, or I can't remember. Oh gosh, body fat percentage went from 44.2 down to 40.6. Again, I want to have all of these different things. So I just wanted to kind of know where I was. And the next chapter, chapter 2, which I haven't read yet, I just read the introduction and that first chapter, and when I was telling you about it before, I was kind of skimming through the different chapters, but now I'm really going at it and kind of really focusing on it. So part 2 is focus on your vision, not on your weight. So it's creating that exact picture of where it is that you want to be and focusing on that. So now that I know where I am, like the numbers wise, like I said, I'll probably check those numbers maybe once, twice, or maybe even less, once a month, so that's not my main focus, because I want to focus on my vision, which is kind of what I'm doing with the vision boards and having those pictures that I had before of me. So I think kind of fine tuning it, that chapter is going to give me the opportunity to become even more clear, because like I said, I want to improve all around, my strength, my weight, my shape, everything. I want to improve even more so than I had done my first weight loss journey. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, the Dieter's Companion. Tonight I didn't do the 8-minute stuff. I was completely exhausted and I cleaned and everything. So, which is fine. I did my Shred in 30, and that's, like I said, again, is what my commitment is to do that and to finish that program full force before I go into the Metrics 180 program. But yeah, I wanted to talk about this book. It's a really great book. If you can find it online, or maybe even on, I don't know, Amazon.com or something like that, where you can get it for a penny and pay, $4 for shipping or something like that, then I think it'd be well worth it, really, for those, wanting to make that lifestyle change. But I just wanted to check in. I hope y'all are having a good night. Hey guys, there I go saying goodbye again, and I forgot to talk about the food that I ate. I started taking pictures again, so I was putting up pictures of my meals that I was eating before when I first got started. So I will try to build up consistency on that. But I had a handful of nuts first thing, almond milk. I also had a large taco salad. Again, because I love this place is so delicious. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I also had for dinner I made pork chops, and then I had tomato sauce that I seasoned with some basil, a little bit of stevia. For the pork chops I used a little bit of cumin, a little bit of cinnamon, so that I could give it it reminded me of a pork chop pizza is what it tasted like, and it was very, very good. And so that's what I had. So nuts, almond milk, having a big huge taco salad also, and then having the pork chops smothered in tomato sauce and yumminess. Next time I'll definitely add cheese. So alright, let's try this again. Have a good night, y'all.